Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time frame you are appearing in. I welcome you. I welcome you to Sunday night in the shadows with yours truly, Professor Shadow. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. So settle in, let the shadows embrace you as your world gets slightly darker. Good evening. It's the Professor here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 3 welcomes in a row just for you. Whether you're watching live, whether you're watching the replay, you are so welcome here at Sunday Night in the Shadows with me, Professor Shadow, yours truly. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Where are we at? Am I working fine? Yes. Excellent. Excellent. The feed, I had no issues getting on today at all. I was straight on. Normally I'm fluffing around with the camera or the mic or some connection. Today it was just straight on. So the YouTube gods or the gremlins have left me alone today and allowed me to appear. So welcome. My Titan, good evening, my friend. And Kathy's on. Kathy, so amazing to see you this evening here. Professor Shadow, amazing. So I'm just clicking some screens shut while I go there. Hope everyone has had an amazing week. My week has been so busy, so busy. It's been one of them weeks. Do you ever have those weeks where you say to yourself, you know, I'm just going to relax this week. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to calm down, have some space to myself, go for some nice walks. I went for a beautiful walk yesterday. Go for some nice walks. And then you sit down in front of the computer and you start typing and these things start flooding your brain and you think, I have to do this. I have to do that. Yes, the curse of creativity is that you just have to keep creating. Working on a... Jeanette is on. Good evening, Jeanette. Amazing to see you. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Truly appreciate it. I had a huge operation on my back. Oh my goodness, I hope you are okay, Kathy. I hope everything went well. And you are feeling or recovering very well, I should say. I'm sure it's not a great feeling at the moment, but I'm sure you're getting there. Speedy recovery. Yes, indeed. Indeed. But then you're going to have plenty of time to sit and listen to all the content I've put out, which I have put a fair amount. Lumbar fusion. My goodness. I'm actually so lucky that I don't actually, well, I'm not lucky. I've had my fair share of operations. But I'm lucky I've never had any like back or neck, spine or anything like that. Considering that the sport that I did is like crazy. But yes. Hopefully you're in full recovery mode. Full power up that recovery. Where was I? Yes. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Let's share what we've done. What have we done? Absolutely. Take it easy. Let the healing take its course. Where am I? I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Videos. Here we go. Share. Here we are. So here's what I did. I've been a busy chap this week. Okay, last week. So since last week, I put this one out 5 days ago. So I managed to get the story out. I give you the trailer, and I got the story out last Sunday or Saturday, I got the Lonely Vampire, which hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully you watched. Then I finally got the Last Howl out. And yes, seems that some people enjoy that one. That was good. A good tale of werewolves. It's brought back a couple of older characters. Hopefully you recognize the characters in there from the Lucas and Alara Chronicles. But this, I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing with this in a little while. Hopefully you watch this trailer and it got to you. It's not many people saw it. So if you haven't watched this one, It Heard Him, go give that a watch. And I'm going to explain what I'm doing with that in a little while, something different. Hello from church, cooking lunch. Hello, Shelley. Oh, we're cooking today. No Burger King. Excellent. Then I had this idea to put all these little trailers I made. I put them out, so that was fun. But I didn't realize how long they were, so it was quite good. 20 minutes of trailers, non-stop trailers, which I've done since June. That was interesting. And then I did 4 vampire stories since I've been back from June. I decided to put them all in one place, which I know a lot of people love. Sometimes the longer ones, so they can just put it on and just leave it to run while they relax or drive or something. I don't know. So I put the 4 on all in one go. So that's like 2.5 hours. This one is only in my vault, so make sure you're jumping on board for that. We need some more vault members if that's you, which is really amazing tale. If you're into audiobooks and extra tales that are a little bit darker, don't forget to check out the vault, which is. Then I did the 4, because I believe it or not, I've done 4 werewolf stories since I've been back from my vacation. So I put them all in here in one place again. Like I say, I often get requests, please make them longer so that I can just sit and put my feet up and listen, or ride in the car, or while I'm in the kitchen cooking, I can listen to your stories, or at work. So I'll always adhere to your requests and make them a little bit longer. And I did this little thing yesterday. I was trying my hand at a werewolf. I did one before, but I tried one at a werewolf transformation. And that came out really well. And I really like the werewolf at the end in it. So I'm going to show, go and watch it. Look at this. This is great. I really like this. I really like the way this came out. Look. So it's like this type of werewolf here. I like the way it walks forward. The way it lifts its arms and it just slowly comes at you. Excellent. Oh, I did like that. I thought that came out really well as I was playing around with that. Let's go back. So yeah, what was I saying here? Okay, this one. So here we go. We got this little trailer I did, which there's no story for it yet. But just working on it right now, because as you all know, and many of you are as well, are big fans of the old anthologies, etc., from the early 70s. Moving on there, definitely me. I'm a huge fan, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create. So I'm going to release one a week, a story like this. Okay, one in. I'm going to call it. I'm going to put it in a playlist, Tales from the Shadows. And once a week, I'm going to release a short story, probably about 15, 20 minutes, with this theme, like the theme from the older horror movies. I know not as many people enjoy them as they do the vampire and the werewolf stories, but I will keep putting them out as well. Don't worry. It's just, this is something I really want to do. And I really enjoyed. I'm going to be honest. I created it and listened to the story back for myself. I really enjoyed it. Because it was something I wanted to do, and it came out really well. I'm sort of halfway through it. Yeah, so I'm going to create a playlist, Tales from the Shadows, and do like week 1, week 2, week 3, and have them just in the playlist, so that you can. So those that are big fans, like I am, definitely, of the older anthology horror films. You can just go in and, you know, binge them all. I've nearly finished the first one. I'm just, the reason it's not out yet is because I'm changing I didn't like the ending that much, so I've gone in and redone the ending. I'm pretty much done with it. Pretty much it'll be out in the next couple of days for sure. We need dragons. Well, because I'm doing this, I could probably do something with dragons now. I reckon I could do it. So throw your ideas at me. Throw them at me. If it fits into this, I will do it. If it seems to be fit the narrative, I will do it. Where dragon? Yeah, throw me your ideas. I've got about the first 3 or 4 lined up, and yeah, I just want to make them, instead of, because normally my stories go on a little bit too long. Not long for YouTube. So I'll rephrase that. They go on a little bit too long for YouTube. YouTube is very, 10 to 20 minute stories, whereas mine can go on for an hour. But then I believe that attracts the people that are deep thinkers, that like to follow a narrative and a deep core and a lore of stories. So what about a dragon that controls the forest animals? Possibility. It's a possibility. But yes, when I do get that out, make sure if you're on my crew, if you're part of the shadows, make sure you go and watch that for me, because a lot of people just want to watch the vampire and werewolf stories, and stories like this get buried. And I believe they're hidden points that the supernatural creature doesn't hit. So make sure you go in and watch them for me. You will be rewarded by watching it. The content will be its reward. Yes, but get in there. Get in there. Let's come off that. So make sure you go ahead and watch that for me. Appreciate that. Witch versus elemental dragon. Nice. I would think something about, John says, what about a vampire dragon? Oh my goodness. Cat people. I need to do cat people going in there somewhere. Somewhere in this new series, cat people going in there. A druid dragon. I got an idea. Let's see. And these ones I'm trying to make it a little bit different as well, because they're shorter. I can use more video. So let some of little bits stories, the narrative stops and the video takes over, just like 5-10 seconds. So that's working out well, because they're a little bit shorter. I can do it. If it was an hour, it'd be impossible at the moment. About using the Avalon as base. Avalon. Bird people. My goodness. Bird people. What a bird people. Have we seen a movie with bird people in before? Bird people. Half human, half dinosaur hybrid. My goodness. Have you watched The House that Dripped Blood? Of course, I've watched many times. Many times. I'm a huge Amicus fan. Huge. And Hammer Horror. I'm like, that's where we go. Buck Rogers, nice. Dragon Queen. Obviously, I won't make it into like the fantasy. It will be horror, of course. It will be supernatural rather than, the fantasy. Flash Gordon had bird people in it. Yeah, I remember that. Flash bird people. And the other one is what are those? What was it? At the Earth's Core with Peter Cushing, and there's them birds, wherever they were, had telepathy that could control people's minds. Yeah, it's a weird one. Gordon's alive. That was Hawkman in Flash Gordon. Good evening, Professor Shadow. I hope you're well. Tubby, good evening. Thank you for joining me. Long time no see. Hope you enjoyed your ice cream. We just had ice cream. We just had ice cream. Really good. How about stone people? Stone people. My goodness. We have people that turn to stone. That'd be interesting. There's already movies out that The Man Who Turned to Stone is a movie, isn't it? And of course, you've got the Gorgon movie and Medusa movies. I like the Gorgon, Hammer horror film, The Gorgon. I do like that movie. Great movie. John and Tabby. Medusa was Gorgon, yes. Watched Clash of the Titans last night. Okay. I haven't been up to watching or I've been trying to finish up a particular book on Audible. Trying to finish that up in a minute. I just don't have the time. I'm not having much time at the moment. I need some. You know what I need? I need a holiday. I need a holiday. Not that I've just come back from one, but I need one. Cactus people. My goodness. Cactus people. How would you get near them? There's spikes coming out. Yeah, so as we were saying, sorry, I'm just reading the comments there. The Tales from the Shadows. I'm going to do one a week. I'm going to pull one out a week. It's going to be a shorter story, but it's going to be. There's probably not going to be maybe a werewolf idea or something, but predominantly it's going to be like horror without the werewolf and vampire, because I'll do that anyway. They'll be on the channel anyway. So, but this is like a little bit of a pet project, which I really have been thinking about for a long time, but never really had the facilities to do it, because now obviously with the AI getting a little bit better, we can. It's quite quick. It's a lot quicker to create these type of stories. It used to be really hard, but now with the AI of creating film level actors, then it's much easier. So yeah, so this is something good. Anyway, what about Triffids? A were-skunk. My goodness. A man that turns into a skunk at night. Or what will be its power? It just smells or something. I don't know. Were-porcupine. My goodness. Smelly power. Supernatural. You can smell it coming. Oh my goodness. Sorry. So, were-skunk? No, wrong verb. The Tales from the Shadows coming. The first one is I'm going to take my eyes off the comments just for a moment. You guys are totally taking my concentration, absorbing it. So the title for the first story, Tales of the Shadows, coming out in the next couple of days, The Lectern of Varninhol. What a title. What a title. So you look at it, what is that? What is that? Okay. It's a supernatural story, and it's going to be amazing. So I know it's not got a vampire. I know it's not got a werewolf, but when it comes out, please go ahead and watch it, so that so we're not just stuck on werewolves and vampires. Right. Okay. I'm back to look at these comments. A were-pterodactyl. My goodness. Were-chipmunks. I don't know. I think I've heard of a were-bear. Were-bear. Werewolf. Were-cat. Not sure I've heard of a were-squirrel or chipmunk. Squirrel Gal from Marvel. Wereboar or were-hyena. Is there a wereboar already? Is there a wereboar? It's like, yeah, because it's like half man, half pig, right? So, yeah. I think so. I'm sure I've heard it or seen it somewhere. I'm not sure where. No. Hyena. So, back on track. Next week, look out for the first of the Tales from the Shadows. And, of course, I'm going to be working on a tale. Let's see if I can find it for you. I still never got to do the Elder Games. I'm not going to use the title Elder Game. I still haven't started that yet. I went to start it, and other things came up, and I wanted to complete other tasks, so went down that route. And yeah, where was I? I'm trying to find what I was working on. I didn't find it now. Lost everything. That was it. The coming, hopefully next week, Winter versus Elder Part 2. I've been scratching away at this one because we had a phenomenal Part 1. Phenomenal. And I wanted to excel for Part 2. So I've been scratching away, and I believe I've come up with something amazing. So Winter versus Elder, because it's 1-0 to Elder right now. Elder is winning over Winter. My goodness. So we're going to see what happens in Part 2. Don't forget this three-part story. We'll see if we can get it out for next week. Been scratching with that, and I believe I've come up with a great idea for it. Also there's a story I did a while back. Let me find it for you. There's a story I did a while back. Probably easier if I just do this. It was this one, Origins of the Werewolf. It was pretty popular. But I was speaking with someone, and it was very popular, but I think it needs a reboot. It's going to get a reboot. The AI was a bit. I might leave the AI. I don't want to do like change things. But since we released this one, we've had quite a few new bits of lore upcoming. So I believe a reboot of this. I was speaking to someone about it, and the thing with YouTube is it buries everything. And now this is one of the greatest tales on there, and it's pretty much buried. So we're going to reboot it just a little bit. So if you enjoyed Origin of the Werewolf, which was pretty much one of my most popular videos, look out, because I'm going to reboot it. I'm not going to read. I thought about doing the whole AI again because it's pretty dodgy here. Some of these AI on here, I've got to remember this is a year old now. So a year ago, look how far we've come. Look how far we've come in 1 year from the AI here. You know, I can't really see much. Although these images are pretty good. These images are very good. I like these images here. And well, this is pretty good. It was getting there a year ago. But we're so far ahead now with the AI. But I might not change it. I've got 3 pieces of lore to add into there. Sorry. 4 pieces of lore to add in. So we're going to reboot that. So look out for that. If you enjoyed that tale, it's going to give you the option to listen to it one more time or watch it again. It's going to come as a reboot or a remastered version of this one. We're going to give it a shine and add some more lore into there to help it shine just that little bit more. So look out for that. That's something I'm working on. It's a big task because an hour and a half. Also need 2 hour long story, all 3 pieces together. Look out for that. Don't forget. Make sure, if you can, when you see something new, just like and comment. That would be great. That would help me so much. Help me so much on this channel. If you like, comment. Remember, this channel makes 0 money from YouTube. They pay nothing. So those that join as members, you really help me out, pay for like tools and AI equipment, etc., AI software. Thank you so much, members. I can see you on here. Thank you for supporting me. It really helps. Without your support, we'd probably be back to where we were a year ago, but we've moved forward. We've got great AI tools, better equipment. So I do appreciate it. So I can see you on now. So you know who you are, members. Thank you so much for keeping this channel going. So yeah, YouTuber pay hardly anything. But anyway. A were duck. We're still on the wares. We've got were hamster. I've even heard of a werewolf, sort of werewolf in reverse, but a wolf were, and a werewolf would be bitter enemies. Wolf were and werewolf. Were hamster, rabbit, duck. And John is on. Hello, John. How are you doing this evening? Welcome. We're having some crazy chats right now, trying to find were creatures. So far, we've had were ducks, were skunks, were porcupines, were squirrels. And yes, it's an interesting, a were turtle. My goodness. Vampire Dog. Zoltan, Hound of Dracula. Love that film so much. Bit cheesy, 1970s vibe. Zoltan, Hound of Dracula. Loved it. Love that movie. I could watch that again, actually. I think I've got it on DVD, so I might have to watch that movie again. Did enjoy that. So it's Dracula's dog. But it was actually pretty good. It was cheesy, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that movie. Had a beautiful Doberman in it. Was Zoltan. I like Doberman dogs, so that was probably why I liked it a little bit more. But it was good. Good movie. Good movie. Zoltan, Hound of Dracula. Nice. I think the guy in it that was Zoltan's keeper was actually the guy. Might be wrong. He was the one that played the vampire in Salem's Lot. I'm sure it was. I think. I could be wrong. He looks like it anyway. He looks like it. A vampire poodle. Interesting. Interesting. So please like the video and subscribe. Yes, please. Please do like the video. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please check out the members area if you haven't already. All support is welcome. Please check out the audiobooks on my site. Give them a look for me. If something strikes your fancy, remember, everything, members, audiobooks, everything goes back into this channel. Goes onto software, or mainly software. Software is so expensive. Familiar vitamin drink, yes. It's actually a different one. It's actually saying I couldn't find my usual, so I had to go down to the store, the supermarket down here, and they did have like the vitamin C with the vitamin D, but it's different. It's not quite got the texture. It's very clear. Tastes okay. Not as orangey as the other one, but still the same. Hopefully it's got the same effect. Same effect as that. What's up? What's up? What's up is, don't forget, I know I said it already, new series coming out from Professor Shadow, Tales from the Shadows, coming out. First episode is pretty much done. The Lecton of Varninhal. Try saying that when you've had a drink. But there's a reason that it's actually that title. That's coming. It's coming soon. It's nearly done. Nearly done. Just going to change the last chapter, the last edit, because I wasn't quite happy with the way it went. I know what I want to do, but it went a little bit not in the same direction I wanted it to go. So we're just changing that up. And I've got some other tales coming for that. Tales from the Shadows. Tales of the Shadows is going to be, I'm going to release one a week, and they're going to be shorter stories around about the 15 to 20 minute mark. But based around, it's sort of like more of a 1970 horror over like werewolves, vampires, etc. How about a demon that feeds on people's shadows, turning them into shadow demons? Nice. A little bit like the new Marvel movie where Void puts his hand and they turn into like shadows on the ground or something. Not that I've watched, seen the trailer. I don't mind watching that actually. I'm watching that. Yeah, so after our conversation just now, I think tonight I might watch Zoltan. I was thinking of watching again Beyond the Grave, but now that we're talking, I think I'm going to dig out Zoltan, Hound of Dracula for tonight's viewing pleasure. Thunderstorms. We had a thunderstorm here in the UK. Only a small one, but yeah, it's not been very. It's our summer, but it's been raining all weekend. What is least favorite dog breed? I don't actually know that many dog breeds. So my favorite was the Doberman, only because I owned 3 Dobermans in my lifetime. When I was living at home, we had like a poodle and a King Charles Spaniel, Jack Russell. I think that's about it. Enjoying my 40th high school reunion. Nice. Pitbull for me, way too scary. Way too scary. Yeah, I've had 3, like, as an adult. Obviously, when you were with your parents, they probably had animals, but as an adult, I've had 3 Dobermans. One was a cross Doberman and Alsatian, and then I had a real full-bred Doberman, black and tan. Then I had a 3rd Doberman, which was a liver and tan. And each time, I've already said this before, each time you have a pet and you lose them, they take a piece of you with them. And after 3, I couldn't get another one. I can't get another one now. It took too much from me. A 13-year-old, I have staffies, a 13-year-old and 11-week. Oh, nice. Have cats. I don't know if I told you the story. I was here. I went out to work, come back, and there was 2 cats in the house. And you can blame Tubby for that. Or Kyra. If you're still watching, we know it was you, Kyra. And now we have 3 cats because we already had 1. 3 cats now. Which means we should be doing a cat person story. I'm definitely doing a cat person story for Tales in the Shadows, like a shorter version, so I don't have to go into it too much. So yeah, definitely gonna do it. I always wanted to do a cat person one. I did one a long time ago when I first started YouTube. It was okay. It was like 5 minutes long. I need one like 15 minutes, 20 minutes long. And there's a wolf dog, Norman, called Willow and Draco. Nice. Many years ago, my mum actually owned an Irish wolf hound, and you'd be sitting. So, for example, I was sitting on this chair here. It would come up behind you, and its head was here. It was like here. It's like huge. My goodness, so big. Fen. She called it Fen after Fenris. Cats, specially tuned to supernatural entities, they can sense ghost calls better than humans and other animals. Well, I have 3 of them here. I'm sure one is a vampire. I must admit, one is, she's nearly 19 years old and looks about 10. So I don't know if she's secretly sustaining life. I was allergic to dog licks. Oh my goodness. Dog licks. Common of witches, familiars, yes. Indeed. I did a story. Let me find it for you. I did a story on a cat. It was quite an old one, so put cats in here, see what comes up. Cats. Oh, it's not my channel. Here, cats. Go. No. See, here's an old one I did. Cat. This one. I did this one. So here's where I used AI before putting myself on there. But there's a story here. Can you outsmart an evil cat's deadly deal? I really enjoyed this tale so much. I recently turned it into an audiobook and published it. I put it in the vault as well. So for a vault member, you can literally listen to that right now. I redid it. This one of them ones I just looked at. When was this done? Over 1 year ago. I looked at and thought that story is too good to be buried on YouTube. So I redid it as a audiobook. And I redid the title, the trailer. I redid the trailer. And the trailer came out very good. The trailer is really, really... Let me find it for you. You're going to have to watch it. Well, here's the audiobook here. But the trailer was this. Yeah, the trailer was really good. Because here we're using a new AI video. But this is AI video. It's not a real person. This is not a real person. But it looks like it. And these are what we can do now. Obviously we can see that's AI, but this was the trailer I did. So you can go and watch that trailer. This is not real, but this is AI. It's so amazing what can be done. And so when I did these trailers, I thought, okay, this is what made me think, okay, I can now do like those Tales from the Shadows. I couldn't do it before. Could now do it. That's not a real cat. It's an AI cat. Look at the way it moves. It's amazing. And there's a cat there, look. That's not a real cat. It's incredible. It's the end bit here. Amazing. Yes, so I had done a couple on cats. That cat one was a little bit different. There was something hiding in it. The cat's not a real cat. Something within it. And they're one of the cat people with many, just literally when I first started out. So I was experimenting. I'm not sure it was that good, but I can maybe that's one I need to redo. Black cats are known to be smart. I've got 2 of them in this household. A big fluffy one and a little skinny one. Yeah, I like the idea of being able to do a cat. I like cat person. For me, I envisage cat person, and it's like maybe like the upright people standing upright, but their face is like feline, like a cat. And you can imagine like a story where, say, somebody meets a partner or something, someone new, and then they get involved with them and they start going, and then they turn around and say, no, I can't take this further. And, they pursue them to say, look, no, this is serious. You meant something to me. And then, they get involved, and she or he takes them to a place to meet the family. And then the family is, they reveal themselves, and they're people, but they have cat heads. And the meeting was dinner. That would be an amazing tale. That would be an amazing story. I think it's from that, from when you see the old Egyptian hieroglyphs, and the standing up with almost like the cat faces and stuff like that. And that looks really freaky. So pretty scary. So something like that needs to be done. I'm sure something like that needs to be done. Can I put that in the Tales from the Shadows? That's going to have to go in there. My idea for Tales of the Shadows is to build one a week until you've got an accumulation of, 20 stories all in this playlist. Tales from the Shadows. That would be amazing. Cats often depicted royalty in ancient Egypt. Yes. And it's there's some old drawings of many years ago. I think it was Columbus or something, where they went to a strange land and he drew people wearing these big coats, but they had dog heads. That, as a kid, looking at those, I was like, they were pretty freaky. They burned something into my soul. Wish me luck this week. At first op with cancer specialist appointment. Sorry. Well, good luck. Yes, Jeanette. Very, very lots of luck. I hope things go your way. Send in all of our vibes, all of the power that we have is coming your way. Good luck. Good luck, indeed. Anubis, an Egyptian god that looked like a cat. I think so. Eating noodles with homemade chili. Nice. On top of a dissertation. Shall we say a special menu? No, thank you very much. A special thank you to Professor Shadow. Appreciate that. So look out for that in September, October. Nice. I will look out for it indeed. So let's see. I've given you my idea. I've given you the lectern of Varninhole, which is my first story in Tales from the Shadows. Let me know real quick if you have an idea that I could put in there. Cat people, I think, is going to probably be one of them. Let me know if you have something. Maybe we'll do something with a dragon somehow. I doubt it would be a full-fledged dragon. It'll be some sort of dragon curse or something. But if you have an idea, something you'd like to see in Tales from the Show, witches I can do. Witches I can do. Witches. I always liked one episode of Hammer House of Horror is the witch episode, and I'd like to base stories around that. I thought that was pretty creepy. What about half dragon, half cat? I think that's more like Dungeons and Dragons. Or we could do one where, you know, some people are playing Dungeons and Dragons and they get turned into these things. Other side. Hello from the other side. Hello, my friend. I'm off for night, so everyone have a great week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Shadow family, take care. Take care, Jeanette. Hope everything is amazing and goes really well. All the luck coming from us. All the shadows are streaming to you right now as we speak. So far. And if you're watching the replay, maybe you're not live. So remember, I'm live right now. At the current time I'm speaking to you is 9 minutes to 7 p.m. here in the UK. So UK time. And you may be watching this as a replay. I may not actually be live. You may be watching me talking in the past. So basically, I'm going to be speaking to you in the future right now. And that is, if you're watching the replay, I can't reply to you straight away. But if you do want to comment, I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. And I try and reply to everybody if I can. Unless, of course, the comment is a bit silly. If the comment's silly, then I won't reply. I met a Rose Crucian. I'm not sure what that is. Sounds like a time loop. Until next Sunday. Take care, Shelley. Enjoy your noodles. Hope you have an amazing week. Thank you for joining me this evening. Appreciate it. Yeah, so if you want to put your comments, I will try and get back to you as soon as I can. Oh, sometimes I don't get back straight away. I may be out. I may be somewhere in the shadows somewhere doing shadowy things, or I may be working, which doesn't sound quite as exciting. That's one thing I don't like about like social media and Facebook is you ever have that when someone messaged you and said, you saw my message, but you didn't reply to me. Yeah, well, maybe I was busy. Maybe I was actually doing something and I didn't want to stop my life to reply to a Facebook message. Bugbear. Yeah, so don't forget, you can put your message here. I will reply to you. If you have ideas for Tales from the Shadows, put it in the comments and I will chew them over. Even if you think, he wouldn't like that, it's too silly, or that's a silly, just put it in there. I don't mind, as long as you're not purposely being silly. I don't mind. Good. Well then, I guess that about wraps up this evening of Sunday Night in the Shadows. Hopefully I got all the information out that you needed. If you had any questions and you forgot to ask them, don't forget you can put them in a replay and I will check them tomorrow to see if I can reply to you. Thank you once again for joining me. I appreciate it. Shelley, you're off. Thank you. Other side, thank you. The trouble with social media is so remote and lacks the personal touch of meeting someone face to face. Absolutely. Because people say many things on social media they would never say to your face. I like those funny, see a couple of funny videos, and there's one when it's got like the UFC champion, and he knocks on someone's door and opens the door and he says, "Are you UFC fighter 1571?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he like grabs him because he said something about him. Yeah, that was funny. I suppose you've got to watch it to feel it's funny, of course. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will be back next week. Look out for the new stories coming. Will be amazing. And I will see you all real soon. If you have any questions, put them in. If you have any requests, put it in. Obviously, I can't make everything. If I don't get around to making a request, something you really wanted to see, I can't get around to making everything, but it must fit the channel as well. It has to fit the channel. Remember, the channel is not just horror. We go retro and horror with meaning. So obviously, if you're here, you've watched some of my videos, you'll understand that I don't just put a video out to scare you, to put some blood on the screen, or try and hold your attention with shock and awe. I hold your attention with meaning. For me, that's more important. So I appreciate those that can stick around and actually fully digest that. Appreciate it. So thank you so much for joining me. Once again, I've said that about 10 times, but especially you. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you real soon. Take care.